Twitter, Friendster, Pinterest, SoundCloud, SoundClick. I know my hair looks crazy. Trying to twist it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it anyway. So I'm back on my black woman kick, and not here to talk bad about black women. Just here to try to get an understanding of the pretty much the atmosphere and the attitude of the black woman today because you know, I mean, point blank, the black people are being hunted. Black men, black women, black children, black fetuses, dark skinned people, period. I mean, truthfully, I don't even go downtown if I don't have to. I don't go downtown where I live because the police are racist as hell. And when they see my hair or my dark skin, they start following me immediately. Last time I went downtown was a couple weeks ago, and I was actually I was at a stoplight, and a cop was in front of me, and then I went around the police and past him because the light turned green. Went around the police, past him, and instead of the police turning because he was in a turning lane, he went and followed me. And I already know what it is. Try to intimidate me to try to see what I don't have time for that. I know there are a lot of racist cops out there. There are a lot of good cops. But where I live, there are a lot of racist cops, and they just want to start. And anyways, what I'm saying that is that if we don't start unifying black women, because they're hunting you too. They're hunting you too if you haven't noticed. They just shot a grandmother, and they just shot a mother and her 17-year-old kid, or 18-year old kid. They killed both of them. And you know why they shot her? They shot her in Chicago. They shot her because she answered the door. So for you black women who think that you're not being hunted, you are. I mean, if you haven't heard the story about the girl who needed help one night, and she knocked on a dude's door, and when he didn't answer. She turned around and tried to leave. He blew her damn head off. He just shot her right in the back of the head. You know what I mean? If you think black women, if you think that you're not under the microscope. You're fooling yourself because they're killing you and they're killing your children, and they're going to continue. And and my whole. See, there are a lot of black women bashing videos. There are, and I am not a black woman per se basher. I am somebody who tells the truth, and that's it. I have had a hard time with black women. As soon as I pretty much started dating them. Actually, even before that, when I was actually in middle school, I've had a hard time with black women. But when I really started dating black women, it has just been one after another, just deception, lies, or whorishness. It just goes on and goes on, and it's just not gonna stop. And I am not trying to say that black men are doing any better. What I'm trying to say that is if we don't come together as a collective, black men and black women, and we don't stop our foolishness, we are going to continue to see black people being murdered and nothing done about it. We're going to continue to let them to divide us by any way they can. One of the ways they're doing it is by this whole independent movement that was led by Beyonce. You know, all my single ladies, and when they came out with Destiny Child, independent, throw your hands up, shut the hell up with the independent. Because I don't want an independent woman. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't even want to date none of you right now. But I really don't want an independent woman. If I really, like, I don't go to the clubs. I really don't go out much. I really don't have to. But I don't really go after and try to seek and date. You know what I mean? Because I just find a lot of you black women are so messed up in the head. You just want to sleep with somebody just for once or twice, and then leave, and you got smart mouths. You want to talk to people in all kind of way. You don't even like. I'm not really with that, and some of that is happening because you have no respect for black men, and a lot of that is happening through our music. All this IND, all that independent cut out. I don't even listen to none of Beyonce she has to say. I don't listen to what this woman does because she has spearheaded the independent movement even though she's married. Like, I'm not trying to hear nothing you got to say, Beyonce. I'm really not. And now we find out she's black. I care nothing about what that woman does. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's funny that now she actually realizes how black she is when she came out with that whole Black Panther thing at the and it was just like, please, Jada Pinkett Smith, like none of those people represent black people to me. They really don't. And I'm telling you, that whole independent movement with the women constantly talking about how independent they are. I'm gonna tell you what happens to you when you become independent. When you become independent, you stop becoming codependent. When you don't become codependent, no man is going to look at you with favor past the physical. You may have a great body, and a lot of you do. You may have an excellent body, but on the inside, you're just rotten. Why? Because you think you can do it all yourself. And I'm like, you know what? Go ahead. Change those tires. Get with it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, lift that heavy stuff. Knock yourself out. You know what I'm saying? But that isn't what y'all want to do. You want to call your brother or your cousins or whoever to help you do those things, or the random nice dude or the church people. You want to call the church dude, but as far as the man in a relationship, you don't want to call him because you want to be independent. You want to show everybody you don't need that because you have a house, you have a car, you have all those other materialistic things. You have an education, you have all of those things. So why do you need a man? Well, when it comes down to you needing a man's strength, because no matter how much you go to the gym, you're just not as strong as some of these men out there who are like men. You know what I'm saying? Who actually, keep their physical up and things along those lines. You're just not as strong as he is because you're not supposed to be. And for the very few of you who are, that's really unattractive. But nonetheless, you're so independent that you can't be codependent. And when you're not codependent, nobody wants to deal with you. Nobody wants to deal with your attitude. Once you get up out that bed, nobody was, and half of you ain't even good in the bed. You you don't want to, like, I don't want to wrestle with somebody with man strength in the bed. Like, how affectionate is that? Like, you trying to be stronger than me? And I done had chicks who tried that. Want to hit me in bed? I'll knock you the hell out. Like the chick hit me. Man, I almost lost my whole gears. Like when this chick hit, I was looking at this chick like, are you out your mind? Like, you know what I'm saying? And she really was trying that woman, we in bed, but I'm man, please. I seriously had to show that woman my strength because she kept it up and I warned her. And then I finally had to just, you know what, let me show you that I'm soft spoken, but I am 262 pounds and I'm not weak. I don't play that. You're not going independent in my bed because nonetheless, we never saw each other again and that's cool. But what I'm saying is stop that independent stuff. I'm not an independent man. Oh, I'm independent. No, I want to be codependent. Because the attributes that you have as a woman, when I desire them, I desire them. And when I say when, as in when I want to date, I don't date as an independent man. Yeah, I can do all this stuff on my own. I can make my own money, so and so, what have you. I'm not broke. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go out and do those things. But what I'm trying to say is, when I start dating, I don't have an independent mind. When I start dating, I have a codependent mind. I want a woman to be able to do certain things. And now half of you can't even cook. I mean, what do you like? I don't need you to change the tire on my car. I can do that. I can cook too, by the way. But I need you to have some type of attributes just so we can, we can commune together. You know what I'm saying? We can be a unit. Like, I can do those things. I can sew, heck, I can crochet, I can knit if I want to. And when I say sew, I don't mean just needle and thread, meaning I can bust out with, the sewing machine and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I can do all that. My mom's taught me how to do that. Uh, Nonetheless, I need you to be able to do things so we can survive as a unit. And this is the problem with that music. It's also the same problem with listening to music with a lot of nigga in it. Nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that, and just constantly calling each other nigga because you're using the word as a derogatory term, using the term as a hateful term, and I'll do a video on that later. But nonetheless, what I'm saying is, women, stop listening to that music. If you're looking at a man and want to be with a black, or any man, but especially a black man, you roll up on him with an independent attitude, he's just going to roll out. You have to realize that your choices are dwindling. They're dwindling because of the gay population that you help facilitate, because most of the traditions or trends come through the women. The gay population, and we're talking about gay men and women. uh the whole movement is real with the gay population. You help do that, so you're looking at your numbers are dwindling through men, through just men killing each other. Then you got the police who killed 900 people last year. That's black people. Killed 1,200 people altogether. uh and so you got your numbers dwindling there. Then, of course, you got 1 million people who are in jail, because jail is a business. And yeah, jail is a business. So you have to have people going to jail. This is why the police aren't really the police anymore. They're privatized security. It's not even the police state, because they don't work for pretty much for the good of the people. The police pretty much need to put people in jail so they can keep things going. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. It keeps the money flowing. That's how they keep their salaries, so on and so forth. This is why when the police roll up on you, they always tell you, especially on the highway, that they're looking for drugs and they're looking for large sums of money, because they take your money. This is just what happened to that dude, Black Youngster. They went and they took his money. He had $200,000. He went and drew out of his bank account. The people of the bank called the police. They rolled up on him and they took half of his money. And then they tried to say that he did not have that bank account. I don't even know if he got that money back. But that's what I'm trying to say is, we're losing our black men on a daily, not even on a daily, it's by the hour now. If you haven't, like, look at World Star or just look at the general news, there's black people being shot and killed all the time. And I keep mentioning this because you black women are not waking up to the fact that we are losing, and we need all of our numbers. I don't need you to like me. I need you to understand that you are losing when we are losing. Because no matter what you think, no matter who you date, you are still black. You are black, and that's just it. And what happens to black people happens to you. If you don't believe that, you've been living under a rock. What happens to black people correlates with your life, because this is the way society sees people of your color and your gender. They're shooting black women too. You think they won't shoot you? You think the girl who got shot in the back of the head by a white dude wasn't dating a white dude? She could have been dating a white dude. She could have been dating a freaking whoever, you know. But nonetheless, she died. She got killed. You think that white dude knew who she was dating? You think he gave a damn? No, he blew her damn head off for no reason. Is what I'm trying to tell you is, what affects one of us affects all of us. They just shot a kid for having drumsticks in his hands. Do you think his mother dates a black guy, or do you think she dates a white guy? You think it mattered? They still shot that black kid. They shot and killed that black kid. Doesn't matter who his mother dated. It just doesn't matter. And matter of fact, he wasn't even dark skinned. He's a brown skinned boy. They killed him. So what I'm saying is, what affects one of us affects all of us. And cut out this independent. Stop listening to that trashy music. Stop listening to that hate music. Stop. You want to show off your ass to everybody. That is the most trifling thing in the world to do. Get yourself a man. Show off your ass to your man all you want. Hey, you want to be a hoe for your man? Get that one dude and just go out all out with that dude. Like, you know what? I'm going to do every freaky thing I can with you because the Bible says nothing is defiled in the bedroom. Go in with that dude. Get it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. Hey, I'm with that all day. But you cut this trashy stuff out because we need our black women. We do. And if you just want to be a trashy whore, then you're just going to be thrown away by society. And that's just it. And nobody is going to be dependent upon your independent ass. That's just the word today. Peace.